Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my final team selection for Blank Gameweek 32, my final free hit draft. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, are you playing your free hit, what's your team looking like, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, in goal, I do still have Johnston. There's just no other keeper that I'd feel comfortable putting in that #1 spot as opposed to Johnston. Obviously, there are like options like Ward and stuff, but Leicester just can't keep the ball out the back of the net. There's also the option of like Martinez from Villa, but again, I think Brentford score in that game. As well as that, there's also Ramsdale and Alisson who have better clean sheet odds, but you're going to want 3 outfield players from those teams. So that's why I've gone with Johnston. I'm not expecting anything massive from him. If he gets a clean sheet, then that's huge. But at the end of the day, like, he's just there because there's not really anyone else that I can really put in. But hopefully he gets a couple of save points. If he gets a clean sheet, then that's massive. But as of right now, yeah, he's just in there just simply because he has to be. But yeah, either way, hopefully he gets something. The back line, we've gone back to Robertson and Trent, and then I've also got Trippier in there as well. So the reason that I've gone Trent and Robertson instead of like Trent and Gakpo, which again could still change, is just simply because there's not many defensive options that you can replace Robertson with, whereas there's a ton of midfielder options that you can replace Gakpo with. You can have Bowen, Maddison, you could have, if you wanted to go triple Arsenal midfield, you could do that. If you like were a little bit worried that Jesus doesn't start tonight, because he potentially might not. There has been like comments about Arteta, and a lot of people think he might get rested for City midweek. And if that is the case, then, you know, I won't be playing Jesus either. Arsenal do kick off the game week tonight, so hopefully we do get early team news, and if we do, that's going to completely change my team. But as of right now, because there's so many options to replace Gakpo with, and there's not many options to replace Robertson with, I've decided to go Robertson and Trent and Trippier. Forest away from home, I think we've scored like 4 or 5 goals this season. I can't see us scoring in that game at all. I think our heads have just dropped at the moment. We just don't look like a good team at all, which is really, really unfortunate, and I hate saying it. But yeah, I think Liverpool are going to put like 3 or 4 past us probably. I think when we beat them in the reverse fixture, I don't know, it was at the City ground, and it was just one of those anomalies that happens. But as of right now, yeah, I can't see us really scoring in this game. So I'd like to think that the Robertson and Trent clean sheets are kind of banked. If Forest do score, then obviously Gakpo owners are gonna just be loving life. But at the same time, there's no guarantee he starts as well. He could play like Jota, Nunez, and Salah at the top instead of Gakpo. So I think Robertson is more likely to start, and so that's why I'm going to go with him over Gakpo. And again, there's just more options for Gakpo as well. Trent's obviously a staple. Trippier could change if it is confirmed that like Jesus is out. Then I potentially could bring in an Arsenal defender like a Gabriel or something, or Ben White, and then bring in Kane. But again, I'm not completely convinced about Arsenal's defense either. Just, they've been terrible at the back. They just keep conceding goals. And I think I'd prefer 3 Arsenal outfield players. So worst comes to worst and Jesus doesn't start tonight and we get that team news early, I'll probably just play a 3-5-2 and just bring in like Ødegaard, Martinelli, and Saka or something instead. But yeah, as of right now, this is the defense. So yeah, I've got Trippier, Robertson, and Trent. So the midfield, we've got Bowen, who's got Bournemouth away, Salah, who's got Forest home, who is my captain, Martinelli, who's got Southampton at home, and then Saka, who's got Southampton at home as well. So Bowen is a bit of a maybe as well. He is obviously a little bit of a differential. I don't see him on that many drafts at all, but because they just played last night, he did get subbed off, but he did start that game. He didn't score. I don't know if he assisted any of the goals. He didn't score though. I didn't watch the game. But yeah, potentially could get changed to Maddison. Obviously, if I do go with someone like Moreno over Robertson at the end of the day, then I could obviously just go Gakpo, Salah, Martinelli, Saka, which I think a lot of teams are going for. But that's just kind of what you see on Twitter. The Twitter kind of FPL community is a very small minority as compared to the actual fan base. There's over 10 million people that play FPL. So yeah, I don't think just because you see a ton of drafts on Twitter with a player in doesn't mean that you're gonna like lose rank and stuff. Not everybody is playing their free hit this week. So yeah, maybe Maddison, could be Gakpo if I decide to go over Robertson. I don't know. It's one of those 50-50s that I feel like I've just got to get right. I either go Robertson and Bowen or Robertson and Maddison, or I go Gakpo and Moreno, and it's just like who's going to score more points out of those. I'm kind of leaning more towards Bowen and Robertson. I've kind of got it imprinted into my head that Robertson's going to keep a clean sheet. If he doesn't, obviously it's not great. He still has the assist potential and everything like that, but at the same time, If Forest do get a goal, like they could easily get a penalty or something, you never know. Then yeah, that's the double Arsenal defense gone. I don't really like playing double defense in a free hit. I don't know. I just think it obviously it can work out. I mean, in a fixture like this, you'd expect the clean sheet. You know, Forest, like I say, have scored 4 or 5 away goals all season, so you'd like to back the Liverpool defense. But yeah, another route you could go is playing double Crystal Palace defense, but I think that's a little bit too risky for me. So yeah, Martinelli, Saka, Salah, and Bowen. Ødegaard is also an option as well if I wanted to go that route. But again, it also all depends on if Jesus is going to start or not. So hopefully we do get early team news later. I don't know if there are any reliable sources for early team news regards to Arsenal. We'll have to wait and see. But that's the midfield. And then up top, we've got Solanke, who's got West Ham at home. Jesus, who's got Southampton at home. And then Watkins, who's got Brentford away. Saka has been confirmed to be keeping penalties as well, by the way. So I've got Salah taking pens, Saka taking pens, Solanke taking pens, and Watkins takes pens as well. So hopefully we can get a cheeky penalty this week. That would be very, very nice. And yeah, I mean, I quite like that up front. Obviously, Jesus may get rested. He may come off early. If that is the case, I'm not completely against going with Isak as well. I kind of like the idea of going for Isak as a little bit of a differential, really. I mean, I don't think he's really that much of a differential. I feel like a lot of people have him. But again, he could also get benched for Wilson as well. But I think St. Maximin's out. So obviously that kind of helps his minutes a little bit. And obviously the bench is Iverson, Eze, Gay, and Pinnock as well. I mean, even Eze is a really good option as well if I wanted to do 3-5-2. So it's just one of those. It's like, I need that Jesus news because that will just completely change my team. Because like I said, I could go Arsenal and 2 Liverpool defense and then just play like 3-5-2. I could just get rid of Jesus and go Kane or something like that. I'm a little bit worried about not going Kane. That's the one player I'm really worried about this week. But I don't think he is a necessity. Spurs just don't look good at the moment. Newcastle haven't kept many clean sheets at all, which is another reason that I'm kind of umming and ahhing about Trippier. But again, Trippier is mainly in there just because he could be a rank killer if he does pop off. But again, he could easily change to Moreno. But then, who do I feel like is going to get more points? Moreno away at Brentford or Trippier at home to Spurs? And I think it is Trippier. And obviously, he's on set pieces and stuff and everything like that. So, yeah, that seems to be what the team is looking like. And again, my differentials really are just kind of Bowen and I guess Solanke as well. A lot of people are going to have Solanke on their free hit this week, but again, not everybody is playing their free hit. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, transfers, again, like I say, it's not set in stone. If anything happens with Jesus, then obviously I'll transfer him out. I haven't really thought too much about who I'm definitely going to go with. I should probably have a backup plan. If Jesus is out, I will bring somebody else in, obviously, but who that is, I'd probably just switch to a 3-5-2. I'd probably just get rid of Jesus and then probably bring in like Maddison instead of Eze or something and just play Saka, Martinelli, Maddison, Salah, and Bowen or something like that. But again, I'm not completely convinced by Bowen as well. I'll need to have a look what minute he came off, to be fair, because obviously, but again, the whole of West Ham have just played, so it's not just one player. You have to think about the whole team, the fact that they are going to be a little bit tired and stuff. I mean, it should be enough time to recover, but you never know. So yeah, that's kind of what the team's looking like. Again, this is what it's going to be, I think, if we hear like nothing in the press conferences and nothing about early team news. But again, if we do get early team news, then yeah, don't be surprised to see my team changed a little bit. But that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 50 likes. Again, leave a comment. What is your team looking like? You playing your free hit? Let me know what your draft's looking like. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.